Welcome back, my dear students of class 9th. Dear student, I am Rajendra, biology teacher from LPM Public School, Gorakhpur. Dear students, in this series of the video of cell, that is the fundamental unit of life, you have already seen so many videos, and I hope that you learned a lot from these videos. And dear student, now in the part of the nucleus, in the previous video you have learned about the structure of the nucleus, and now we will describe here, I will describe here about how nucleus function and what are the role of the chromosomes in the nuclear function and the structure of the chromosome. So dear students, first of all, let us see about the structure of the chromosome. So in the last video I have given some diagrammatic representation of this nucleus and chromosome. So here this is centromere. This is chromosomal arm. These are the chromosomal arm. And this is centromere. These are the arms, and this is telomere. The end part is called telomere. So this is the composite structure of the chromosome. Dear students, this composite structure of the chromosome is the consolidated structure, that is the group structure of the DNA, in fact. So, what is DNA now? Let us see what is DNA. So, let us start about the structural diagram of the DNA, so that you can understand the chromosomal. Suppose this is the structure of DNA, which belong an axis. Which belong an axis, and this axis. So this is the double helical structure. This is the double helical structure. You have to know this outline idea about this DNA. What is DNA? Many times you have listened about the DNA. So now let us see what is DNA. And this DNA, when get packed into the groups, since DNA is having the 2 meter length, and this DNA is having nitrogenous bases like this is A, and this is sugar plus phosphate PO4. This is called axis. So my dear students, why chromosome is called the genetic material? The chromosome is called the genetic material because of the presence of the DNA. When DNA, since it is very long, it is having the 2-meter length, when it gets packed, when it gets supercoiled and it gets packed into the different units, that is into the different units like this. This is the DNA units. So these DNA units form the chromosomal stick. This DNA units form the chromosomal unit, and this is called deoxyribonucleic acid. My dear student, this deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA, when get unite together and form a stick form or a chromosomal arm, then that will be called a chromosomal arm. And when these two arms get unite together at the centromere, then there will be the formation of a single chromosome, and the single chromosome, that the chromosome that will be always formed in the double structure, in the pair structure like XX and SY. So this is the arrangement of the different types of the characters in this chromosome, because this DNA is having different genes on this strand in the form of proteins. That is why, and these genes are called controlling factor. These are the genes which are controlling factors, are having the showing the characteristics. Controlling factor of characteristics means all the design of that particular living organism is based on this genes that get inculcated into this DNA molecule, which get united together and form the chromosomal unit. That is why this DNA is called the genetic material, and it passes the different characters of the father into the son, or different characters of the mother into its offspring, because by this DNA the gene get transferred into the offspring or transferred into the baby, into the next generation. That is why this is called the genetic material. Not only this, dear students, there is another type of nucleic acid, and that is called ribonucleic acid. This is RNA. This is found in cell cytoplasm, in the nucleoplasm, near this DNA, chromosome, and the number of the chromosome is fixed into a living organism. So RNA is of three types: rRNA, tRNA, and mRNA. These are of three types. This is found in the ribosomes. This is the transferring RNA. It carrying the different types of the protein, and messenger RNA, that is for messaging to the ribosomes that you have to manufacture such kind of protein which is required by the new DNA. Dear students, let us see the structure of this RNA. So RNA is a single strand. This is a single strand which is having nitrogenous bases like A, U, G, AU, G, and C. A, U, G, C. So dear students, this is the single strand. This is not double strand. This is not genetic material. This will provide a copy of the genes to the newly formed synthesized DNA, and you are looking here that uracil is found, uracil that is found in the RNA, while thymine is found in the DNA. So this is the difference. This is the difference in between DNA and RNA. Number one difference: this is the single strand while DNA is double strand. DNA is the genetic material because it is having the permanent genes, and in RNA there is the uracil, that is the nitrogenous base, while in DNA there is the thymine, that is the nitrogenous base. So these are the differences. So my dear student, how they work? Dear student, as you see the structure of the nucleolus, nucleolus always synthesize the newly strand of the DNA. Suppose this is a DNA. Suppose this is a newly synthesized DNA, and there will be the need of the genes. What is present on this? So this DNA, one strand of DNA get duplicated, and in order to the mRNA that you have to message to the ribosomal RNA that you have to manufacture these kind of the proteins for this newly formed DNA, and that ribosome manufacture that kind of protein. Then transfer RNA take it on its strand, and it give the copy to this newly synthesized DNA. So this is the process, complicated process that you will be able to learn in the higher class when you go into the senior secondary. Then you will be able to learn this, the replication, transcription, and translation of the DNA. So now you have to know that this DNA and chromosome is a genetic material which control all the function of the cell. That is why this is called the brain of the cell. And in the nucleoplasm it is found, in the mitochondria this is found, in the plastic this DNA is found just to control the function of that mitochondria or plastic, or in the nucleus that is for the controlling of the complete cell functions, complete metabolic processes in the cell, whether that is anabolic or catabolic. So my dear student, this is all about the nucleus, chromosomes, nucleolus, chromatin, DNA, RNA, and cell. And further in the next video, my about the cell division. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you. So my dear students, in this digital video, let us continue some important aspects. And the important aspects are that this is suppose this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus. So this nucleus is having the nuclear core, and this is the nuclear membrane, and in this nucleus, nucleolus is there, and there is this chromosome. So these are the chromosomes. And these DNA get united together. They are found in this nucleoplasm along with the RNA molecule. So now let us see some important queries. What is the full form of the DNA? The full form of the DNA is the deoxyribonucleic acid. What are the genes? The genes are called as the genetic factors which are responsible for carrying the characters from one generation to another generation. That is why the DNA is called the genetic material. Dear student, what is chromosomes? The chromosomes are the structure of the united combined group of the DNA or genes. When they get united together, then they form the chromosome, and chromosomal are the group of the genes, that is the group of the DNA which represents the genetic material. What is the difference between RNA and DNA? The DNA is carrying the structure of the DNA is double helix strand, while the RNA is single helix strand. While this DNA is carrying the thymine type of the nitrogenous base, while the RNA is carrying the uracil type of the nitrogenous base. The DNA is the genetic material because it is containing the permanent genes, while the RNA is not genetic material. It just helps to the DNA for procuring their characters in the new cell, in the new upcoming cell, new daughter cells. How does the number of the chromosomes get replicated? My dear students, the number of the chromosomes get replicated by the process of the replication of the DNA in the nucleus. What is the role of the nuclear pore? Dear students, the role of the nuclear pore is to facilitate the exchange of the different material from the nucleoplasm to cytoplasm, and from the cytoplasm to the nucleoplasm. So students, I hope that you have learned all these things in detail about this nucleus, nucleoplasm, and one thing more, that endoplasmic reticulum that facilitate the transfer of the different material from the nucleoplasm and cytoplasm. It provides the passage, it provides the transportation passage for the exchange of the material from nucleoplasm to cytoplasm. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.